when like Lanigan would split at the end, is that how you ended up playing Nearly Lost You with Layne Staley?
Yeah, that was let's see, in Montreal on the 90, was it 92? Yeah, it must have been 92. What happened, that was an interesting one because I had like we were playing in somewhere like Northeast a day or two before, and I had like was with my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, and she got sick or something. I had to take her back to her where she lived in New York. And so like we were like something like in Boston area. So I drove back to New York, was to take a plane up to Montreal because that was the next show. So I did that. I got to Montreal, got to the venue, and it's like, Lanigan's in the hospital. I'm like, what? I don't know why he went to. He would go to the hospital, drop a hat, you know. like I remember like back when we were touring, like when we were SST, he was like, "Where's the closest hospital?" I don't know. Yeah, he went to the hospital a lot. Anyway, he's at the hospital, and you know, this was we're on tour with Alice in Chains, and so we're like, I don't know, what are we gonna do? So I think that was the only song we did. We went on and played, and Layne came up and sang Nearly Lost You. Like, oh, this is cool, you know. And I think that's the only song we played was just that, because I don't think we played anything else without Mark.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly though, but yeah. So we just opened the show, played Nearly Lost You with Layne, and somebody videotaped it, and now it's like for posterity on YouTube. So yeah, it was kind of cool though. We like Tour Alice Chains was cool. I mean, it's because we kind of got a little bit of a different audience. I mean, you know, it's hard to realize that you know, Alice in Chains being so nowadays thinking like intricately connected to the whole Seattle scene, but a lot of the bands had different kind of vibes with them. You know, they had we always thought in the early days, I thought they were more like a metal, like hair metal band, but even though they kind of started out in that vein, they weren't, you know. And I didn't realize that until we played with them live, that they were much more, you know, heavy rock band.
If I would see the Screaming Trees and they were going to play one song and Lanigan wasn't there, that'd be the one you'd want to hear, right?
Yeah, right.
But yeah, how do you feel about that song? I mean, that's one that Van wrote, right?
Yeah, he came up with the original like chorus. Like, there's some story I think Mark said in his book, but he had the demo tape of Van singing the chorus or something, and he told Van, "Yeah, that's great. We should work." You know, so he told Van and me, you know, figure out more, you know, write the whole song. So Van had the chorus part and stuff, and I think I got together with him and we worked out like the verses and stuff. But yeah, it was Van's, you know, his idea in the beginning.
Sure.
I was credited to him because it's like, I don't know, it's probably one of my least favorite Tree songs. Maybe it's hard to tell if it's just because we played it so much or if I just, you know, it is different than a lot of our other Tree songs. It's got more of a kind of funky groove to it that was different than what we would usually do. So
yeah. I would think that one would be like difficult on your part to play live, just more so than some of the others, because it's the way the guitars are overlaid and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was kind of cool when we got Josh home in a band. I was finally able to play a lot of the leads. Like on that, like I always just played the you know, the rhythm part, because, you know, when you just got one guitar player with no play, the rhythm part, it kind of empties everything out. And I would always play, you know, the rhythm part. But when we got a second guitarist, we were on Lollapalooza in 1996, I started playing a lot of the leads that I hadn't played before, including that, you know, the Lost You stuff.